Looks like we're recording.
Hey, everybody out there in video land. It's the one and only Joey Nuggs. This is the Joey Nuggs Show. We're also working with another friend of mine who hosts another channel called Courtroom Annex. I don't know if he wants to give a name or just be Courtroom Annex.
I'll be Javier from Courtroom Annex. Yeah.
All right. That's my buddy Javier. And we're about ready to get into playing some of this crazy video that you guys have seen here of the Darrell Brooks trial. And we're going to get into some of that right now.
May I ask the court to consider perhaps an alternative? And I fully respect the ruling the court has just made, and I understand the basis for it.
And we're there on the side.
We all know the defendant and his petulance will say jury nullification in the first 3 seconds the jury's in the room.
Objection to that.
Proper
I don't
thing
think
to do, I think, Your Honor.
Stop interrupting
I don't
Attorney
think I
Hopper,
should be
please.
talked down to.
Don't talk down to him, huh?
Arguments.
I object to the objection.
If he misstates the law, you can instruct the jury to disregard any misstatements of the law.
Shout out to
Continue in that
Monster
fashion,
Energy
if
drink.
possible,
Mean
for
Bean,
a
if you want to
reasonable amount of
sponsor the
time.
show.
And if it
I love your
becomes to
drinks.
the point where there's no reasonable, legal, credible argument that's being made, then the court can decide as to whether or not he's forfeited his right to a closing argument. But we could at least try to, by merely objecting and the court telling the jury to disregard and instructing Mr. Brooks to move on to the next topic, we could try to allow him his opportunity to provide a closing argument. If that's unworkable, then I think this record will be very clear as to the efforts of this court. And I think there is materials in the bench book, or I'm sorry, the jury instruction 705 that talk about a jury instruction. This court could even give, telling the jury that they are not at liberty to disregard the law, but we're not going that far yet because, frankly, you have told them and you will tell them that closing arguments are not evidence. And I think they will abide by that.
Those people are serious too. Look at
So
them.
I know it's going to require.
Look at the woman in the middle. She just
trying to
looks
get
she's
this
mad.
over with.
Yeah, she's trying to get home to the family.
For the court.
She's dreaming of a
to
pot
allow
roast or
this
something at the
to,
house.
Allow Mr. Brooks to try and proceed, but I think we should try that or something similar to that in an effort to get through this next step, or else we will continue at this pace forever.
She's trying to prevent them from going around and around in circles.
Oh yeah, 'cause there's no way they want to come back and do another trial
That's
with
all
this
we could come up with, Your
misfit.
Honor.
I mean, I'm certainly willing to try it in this courtroom, and then if he disregards that, to excuse the jury and then have him present from the other courtroom would be the second step, and then third would be a forfeiture.
Your Honor, I object to that.
Your objection is noted for the record. That will be the course of action that this court takes. The first time you violate the rule, you may be subject to forfeiting your right to be present, where you will give the closing argument from the other courtroom.
Look at a police officer
And
sitting
if
behind
you
him,
continue
wait for
in
something to
blatant
jump off and thump his
disregard
ass.
of requirement that you not reference
Like he was
in any
looking
way
at him like, what
during
the fuck is he
nullification.
talking about?
he was mean mugging him,
Final
wasn't he?
determination outside the presence of the jury.
I object to that, Your Honor.
All right, with that, let's bring the jury
For the
out.
record, may I respectfully request the legal reconsideration of your ruling?
No.
So is that a tacit agreement that you don't have to answer my objection, Your Honor?
I object.
I decline
So
to.
he got his own
reconsider.
vocabulary.
He does too.
I reject that ruling and take exception to that ruling, Your Honor.
Noted for the record.
For the record, may I request a legal or factual basis for your ruling, Your Honor?
Denied.
For the record, may I respectfully request a written judicial finding of facts and conclusion of law? on
He's
this
digging,
issue,
ain't he?
Your Honor?
Denied.
For the record, may I respectfully move for
record.
declaratory appeal?
You got her this time.
He's got
You might be asking yourself, can you actually create high quality
Oh, no.
live streams for free?
Gotta
Well,
click
with
on that.
StreamYard, the answer is
I guess we got to deal with the commercials too, ladies and gentlemen.
It says skip ads.
Oh, let me skip the ad here. We can go on. Here we
Yeah,
go.
skip it.
For the
Skip it.
record, may I move to stay these proceedings until this instant matter is adjudicated by a court of competent jurisdiction, which this court has no subject matter jurisdiction
Denied.
under,
The jury's
based on
coming
what
in.
law or
All
fact?
rise for the jury, please.
Based on what law or fact?
I object.
Because I'm going to inform the jury of their power. They
Oh shit!
He's getting cocky, brother. I'm going to inform. He put his hands behind his back, all serious.
Like that's gonna change anything, but all right.
What made this fool think he'd be a great attorney? He's a horrible criminal.
Probably sitting in jail all these last months. You know, the other prisoners in there convincing him that this is the way he's gonna get out.
They amped his ass up.
Yeah. And now they're in there clowning on his ass when he gets back in jail. They're gonna be laughing at his ass.
What were you thinking? You could be
Mr.
your own
What's your
lawyer.
closing
You told me
argument,
to. Who am I?
Good afternoon. It's been a long day.
Sure has.
First off, I'd just like to start by letting you guys know that
How do you do it? You got to put your hands up behind you. Be all
it's a lot
serious.
of information that
Did I look serious when I did that?
and,
That's a serious looking tie,
things
too.
that I
He
believe
means
that
business right now.
you have
That is a
not
business tie
been
he's
privy
got
to
on, brother.
Is the truth of your rights and your duties. Being a jury,
Made some money.
the fact that you and you alone have the power, not well-prepared DAs with well-prepared and clearly rehearsed speeches and exhibits and a lot of theatrics. Frankly, not the judge. You and you alone have the power. You and you alone decide what is truth and what isn't truth.
You and Lou alone.
He's trying to get the jury notification. She's waiting on it. She's waiting on her
You
time
have the power
to come in
She's
to
salty.
nullify any law that you don't agree with.
because they know this is what he's going to talk about.
Sustained.
Objection.
I will strike from the record the last statement made by the defendant. The jury will disregard it.
I object.
Which is
Oh,
clearly
I can't
what
do it.
I've
I'm
been saying.
sorry. I got caught up in a moment, guys. Sorry.
I believe that not only is it fair, but it's essential that you be privy to all knowledge.
What does he mean by
Not
privy?
knowledge that
That's one of those legal
certain
words.
people feel that
Privy.
you should hear and shouldn't hear.
Shit. That's when you got
Disguised under
like
the color of law.
certain kind of information you're privy to and other people don't know about. Privy. Got to look
Oh,
that one up. That's
The fact of the matter is,
a 50-cent word, Javier.
just
Privy.
like I did with my opening statements, I don't have a well-prepared or rehearsed speech.
Yeah, because you can't read or write, motherfucker.
I didn't look in the mirror and say certain
He is
points to
illiterate. Look
myself
at him.
over and over again to make sure I have them right or anything like that. I've chosen to speak from the heart in my opening statements, and now I'm going to speak from the heart.
He's a heart speaker. Got to speak from your heart, Javier.
Yeah.
What you won't
From
hear
his
me do
evil
is
heart.
argue facts.
He's got an evil heart.
And the reason you won't hear me argue facts
It's because you ain't got none.
is because I believe
Because the facts are against you.
it should be
Facts.
recognized.
Hashtag facts.
Can't argue the facts when they're against you.
It should be recognized.
Hashtag facts are against you.
Trying to argue facts of this, facts of that.
No facts here.
I'm not gonna waste no time doing that.
Yeah, I don't want to talk about facts.
FAX.
Hashtag FAX.
It's a little emotional. I apologize for the long pause.
This guy down here at the bottom's falling.
Oh, he's gonna
asleep.
try. This is where he tries to squeeze out a tear, but he can't do it. Look at him trying to squeeze that tear out.
They're
Get it out,
zooming in
buddy.
on him. Zooming in on him.
It's
Look.
hard to
Get it
keep
out.
everything
Get it
together
out.
emotionally.
You can do it, brother.
And honestly, I don't believe that.
This is what it looks like when thugs cry.
I have no tears left.
This
It's
is
been
what
a
it
hard
looks
year
like when thugs cry.
for the families, mostly.
He's trying to build up those tears. Look at him.
And that
Yeah,
he
he's
do it.
should not be
He's
lost
ramping up to it.
on
He
anything.
can't do it though. He can't pull out a tear.
Taken
He's
away.
trying.
He's trying to suck one out. Ain't nothing
Yeah,
happening.
look at
He
him.
need to step on his own foot or
A
something,
lot of
pinch
people
himself,
that
and get a tear going.
healing.
Ouch!
They're attempting to heal.
This is Bud.
Oh, did it freeze?
No,
Oh, okay. It's kind of freezing on mine.
no, we're still going.
That opens the door to talk about forgiveness for a little bit. With every healing process, there comes a forgiving process. It's not an easy thing for anyone.
I feel bad for him. Need some tissues for my issues.
This is what this is what they call crocodile tears.
Yeah, he's trying to push him some.
But
This should be like the definition of crocodile tears.
let's call it.
He's going to have a lot of tears when he gets to that big cell when they give him them. How many was it? 76?
No different than
67 or 76, one of
Yeah,
those.
what he kill, like 10
radio when you
people?
First hear that
6.
song that
He
you
killed
don't like
6.
when you first hear
6,
it,
so he's guaranteed 6 life
they play it
sentences.
so
Like,
much
Yeah.
that eventually you
Yeah.
start saying
Oh, he got
the
6.
words to yourself.
he got
before
6
you
life
even realize it.
sentences.
And then you sit and you go, I hate that song. Why am I singing?
He talking about music.
Yeah, what the fuck? I never
He
seen
trying to
that.
push his
That's what's been
mixtape. Listen to him.
Rerun over and over and over and over and over and over and over.
Hashtag mixtape rerun.
Attempting to make things stick in your head that simply aren't true.
Simply not true.
Why do I say, what am I saying?
Oh, this isn't the closing argument, is it?
I say look at the testimony.
Yeah, that's what they said it was, the closing arguments.
The
Is
theme from the prosecution here has been intent, 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 intent. We all know what's been said. We all know the picture that's been painted.
Darrell Brooks, I'm gonna miss you, brother.
Even the prosecution said themselves.
What's this pausing for?
That's builds
Can
drama.
you look in somebody's head and say, this is what they intended to do?
He's talking from the heart. He doesn't know what he's gonna say. It's from the
Yeah.
heart. Remember, the
His
heart
heart-
leaves you.
His heart didn't tell him to hit the brakes that day.
Exactly.
I've sat and gone through this.
Facts.
Feeling so powerless.
I ain't gonna talk about the facts.
You know, letting other people run with the narratives. Sitting back helpless while other people paint a picture that has zero truth. Zero.
Coke Zero.
That's
Get a
not what-
sponsorship.
That's not what the facts
I
say.
understand about healing
Hashtag
myself,
facts. FAX.
tragedy, pain, all that. A lot of it, there's no need to get into.
This is a very serious courtroom, too. Look at them gray walls. That's what the walls
I
are going to
myself
look
in
like in
my
this
own life
prison.
have had to do a lot of healing.
A lot of graffiti.
As a man with children myself,
He's getting emotional. Look.
There
He's
you
trying
go.
to look like he's trying to cry. Ain't a tear coming down that face. Look.
Nope.
Dry
I
as a sit.
find it hard to believe.
Face drier than the Sahara Desert, brother. I got a tear thinking about it. I'm actually
He's
got a
just-
tear.
Anyone
He's
My
just like
tear?
sniffling his nose.
have
So
conversations with me,
Should have
spend
poked.
time around
He should
me,
act like he's crying to poke himself in the eye or something, you know?
yeah,
would think for 1 second
pull a nose hair out or something.
Something.
that
Pull
this
out.
is an intentional act.
Maybe that'll get your eyes watery.
Face dry as the Sahara Desert. Ain't nothing popping off there. Look at him.
I've never
Horrible actor.
heard of someone intentionally trying to hurt someone
Bullshit. Oh,
while attempting to blow their horn.
He got those devil ears. Look at his ears. Look like
they are. They're pointed. He got them.
Well,
he just needs the horn sticking out of his head.
attempting
at- now he's trying to act like
alert
he's-
people of their presence.
He act like he's wiping his nose. And he got some
Which
pepper on
brings
his
me
hand.
I mean, the
Or
way
his
his hairline
emotion
is, it
there.
looks kind of like the horns already. He got the horns and the devil ears.
He gonna look good in the prison cell. He gonna be somebody's bitch.
And I'm sure that the prosecution will beg to differ. But the fact of the matter is, the vehicle in question, make a model of 2010 Ford Escape. The vehicle in question,
The one you had the key in your pocket to.
actually,
Yeah, I remember
2008,
that.
2009.
That wasn't my-
2010,
that wasn't my
that
key.
model was in fact recalled.
Objection, misstatement of the facts, facts not in evidence.
Was in
improper
fact-
argument.
I put on my Undertaker black hat.
Was in fact recalled.
Serious.
Was in fact a class action lawsuit against Ford
Objection,
for those
facts not in
models,
evidence,
for
Your
those
Honor.
model vehicles.
Sustained, the juror will disregard.
Information that you should have been privy to,
Privy.
that you weren't allowed to
Yeah.
be privy to.
You weren't
Why?
allowed to
I
be
don't know.
privy to that.
That's that lawyer vocabulary.
Yeah, that's that lawyer
That
jargon you
information.
hear about.
The lawyer jargon.
Bodies.
Mr. Brooks, move on.
They teach you in law school.
Information that you
Privy.
should have been privy to.
Privy to. Hashtag privy.
Vehicles
learned
that
this in prison law
malfunction and
school.
accelerate, not being able to
Hashtag
be stopped.
PRIV.
Objection, that is
It's
Privy.
information. It's
There's an
There's an
information.
objection. Hold on. Go ahead.
Move to strike statements by.
Sorry
Mr.
for the
Brooks.
interruption.
Facts not in evidence, Your Honor.
He learned this shit in the fucking
Misstatement.
in the can.
Sustained. Strike
How's it a
the-
misstatement when I have the information?
Hashtag facts.
Mr. Brooks, move on.
This is information that I feel like you needed to know. You should have known. Information that was taken away from you. Why? To prove a case? Information that you definitely should have been privy to.
You should have been privy to that.
Well, you should have told him about it then. He had his chance.
Yeah, what was you waiting on there?
He
You
just
should have
came up
got
with this shit last night.
yeah, you should have got privy before now.
He had his chance to fucking present evidence and put his witnesses and all this shit.
He ain't been privy yet.
He forgot to privy them.
I think I'm part privy on my mama's side once
DA
removed.
says the defendant has an utter disregard for human life.
Utter
Disregard. for
utter
human life.
disregard. Not just disregard, but utter disregard, Javier.
That's too much.
Yeah, you
Utter.
got to put that utter.
Not realizing that they're talking about someone that has children.
I have children, so I can relate to other
Yeah,
children.
but he
I
doesn't
ran
live with
over.
any
Talking
of them.
about someone that
That's because he
watched
ran
their
over his
children
too.
come
He's a
out of the
deadbeat
womb
dad. He
born
doesn't.
into
He
this
doesn't even
world,
take care of
kept
any of his
them
kids.
before-
He isn't. He's a bad
held them
dad.
before their mom even did.
Bad dad.
He doesn't even give shit about his kids.
I'll
He
never
doesn't.
forget.
You could tell.
And yet they say disregard, utter disregard for human life.
Utter disregard.
They made reference to a rage. as if they were, or if this particular DA was right there, standing right there, as if this DA is a psychiatrist. I said to myself, "What rage? What do you mean rage?"
What rage? Myself?
How can you characterize that?
I'm not privy to the rage he's talking
For the amazing new iPhone 14 Pro, reliable service and nationwide 5G, switch to
Uh-oh.
Spectrum Mobile.
Spectrum Mobile.
How can you have the audacity to diagnose what someone's brain is?
Yeah.
Where it's at, what it's thinking,
You don't have privy to my
why it thinks
audacity.
the way it does. DA makes references to blocks of no one being injured, but then says it's intentional.
Because after a while, he's trying to get out of there.
That supposed rage.
Do you think when he gets to prison, they're going to have privy to his ass?
Privy to all his knowledge.
Hey, I seen you in court. You're a good lawyer. Can you help me out?
Hey,
I want to
privy
be
to your knowledge.
I want to be privy to your knowledge.
Doesn't kick in until well within blocks.
Oh, he's trying to say because he didn't hit people through the
Maybe
whole
it's just me, but I would
through
think
the whole
if
crowd that he didn't try to hit anyone.
Is that what
I
he's
was
saying?
characterizing someone
Yeah.
with this intent to kill.
This guy's crazy.
this-
He didn't have
this-
intent because there's a few
this
blocks where he
rage
didn't
and
kill
this
people.
Anger.
Oh, I didn't hit everybody, so I didn't have intent to kill people.
Yeah, he did. He was
Yeah.
trying to avoid people.
Yeah. Good luck with that one, son.
Why weren't people immediately harmed? Why was someone with intent to
I
kill?
believe they
and rage
were immediately harmed. You
try to
killed
alert
6
of their
people, you
presence,
idiot.
Repeatedly honked their horn.
What an idiot.
You heard a detective, if you recall, testify that the vehicle that he observed was not only honking his horn, but was not speeding. So
This
where
looks
does
more
rage
like a
kick in?
terrorist attack than anything.
Yeah,
Where
he's
does
privy.
this insatiable intent to kill kick in?
Because he could have seen that crowd and turned another way and left.
Yeah, he could have, but he didn't.
Yeah, he wanted to go straight through the crowd.
They speak as someone who's
Like, why do you want to
known
make a
someone
bigger
for
tell on
years.
yourself if you're already running from the cops?
Yeah. He knew what he was doing. That's why he ran.
Yeah, I think he wanted to fucking make as much damage before he got caught
Which
anyway.
brings me back to the vehicle.
Yeah.
What if the vehicle couldn't stop because of the malfunction?
Objection, fact, not evidence.
What about the malfunction?
What if the driver of the vehicle was unable to stop the vehicle?
Yeah, what if?
What if you would have mentioned this before?
What if you would have ran into a wall instead of people? What
Because
if?
of that fact, what if the driver may have
Because his
panicked?
argument before that, he wasn't even in the car. Now the car didn't have brakes.
Yes, he did. He went from not being in there to
Does that
not
make
having
the
brakes.
driver
Yeah.
crazed, or not crazed, a rage? Does that make the driver in a rage and intent on killing people?
I say no. Oh, but who am I? I'm not a lawyer. But either is he.
DA played a exhibit 17.
Darrell Brooks, attorney at law.
You don't see anyone struck in that vehicle.
If I trust my own life in my hands, you
On
can
that
too.
exhibit, you don't see anyone struck. Was someone who had this intent to kill, this rage,
Kill. Rage.
as she says. If that was their intent, wouldn't they have taken the opportunity to hit as many people as they could? Target people, mow down people.
I don't know.
Target people, mow down people. He's thinking what he wants to
Reference
say.
was
next.
made to
He only killed 6, but
Only 6.
he hit about 60.
Yeah, exactly.
damage.
So that's like he was mowing down people. Looks like
Yeah,
he
he's
was-
he's horrible.
Says this was all caused by
60
bodies,
people
then
in
later
one block
turns around and
in a
says
few blocks is a lot of hits.
hits barricades
it
and
is.
other objects. You've heard testimony about hearing loud crashes and things of that nature, but the DA wants you to believe that this all came from people.
Because it did.
Yeah, it really
Evidence
did.
doesn't support that.
I object. Oh,
He object to his own statement.
you're right.
So I go back to trying to wrap my head around everything that's happened in the last year.
Rap like this rap video you trying to make
Rap video
on the record.
on the record.
Praying for those families, praying for the people that tragically lost their life, because that should not be lost either. The fact that there was lives lost.
Life's lost.
And all the emphasis has been put on the alleged defendant.
Yeah, because he was the reason that lives were lost.
Mm-hmm.
Makes me wonder, does the DA even care about those people?
I care about these people.
Yeah, that's why they're throwing your ass in jail.
Yep, for a long time, brother.
Because they care about people. Look at her.
There's been prayers going.
He's
on
like,
every
what is this?
day.
She's like, what is this shit over?
She's mad. She went to years of law school, and he's doing it for free now. Make her look good.
There's suffering on both sides.
You know, all I had to do was mow down people, and I could be a lawyer. Shoot.
There's been threats, hate mail. Because of the narratives that's been put out there. The
So what?
misconceptions that have been put out there.
The misconceptions,
The
and
lies
hate, the
that have been
lies.
put out there.
Dare.
Lies that have caused my children not to be able to go to school. To be bullied. For my mother to have to leave her home and stay at a hotel because she's afraid for her safety. Because she gets hate mail shoved through her
Oh, the
mailbox.
public's threatening you and your family.
Yeah. Meanwhile, your mom ain't got a car because you destroyed it running over
Nieces and
60
nephews
people,
to
you
fear for
fucking
Yeah,
themselves.
she
fool.
can't even go drive herself to that hotel because of you.
Yeah, she's walking from the bus stop to the hotel room.
Got to catch an Uber.
She's Ubering it right now because of you.
Yeah. Hopefully she gets that car back and she could sell it because it's famous. Well,
Maybe.
it's infamous because it killed
Which
people.
been equally
eBay.
hard.
Yeah, sell it on eBay.
Right next to O.J. Simpson's car.
Yeah.
Famous
Not only-
cars of
Sell it
murderers.
as is too with
Ask
original
me questions
damage.
about
Original damage.
my daughter, who was 7 at the time, my baby girl, who was 7 at the time,
He's got a baby girl at 7,
now 8.
8.
Attempting to answer her questions that she's asking and still continue to shield her from what she sees.
This is him
What
pulling
she
on the
hears.
heartstrings of the jewelry.
Yeah.
He's a good actor.
Bringing out the kids.
Having a newborn son.
Oh, now the newborn. Now, that one hurts the most. 'Cause
I'm going to miss him the
Being able
most.
to meet,
I'm not gonna see him grow up.
He's going to be without a
having been able
father.
to hold, touch, kiss.
Oh, now he's actually getting a tear. Look, thinking about his kids.
He's trying. He's trying.
It's almost a tear. It's kind of red. I don't know. Maybe not.
Looks like his eyes do get red a little bit, but he can't push that tear out.
Having to
Can't
navigate
get it out. He's a horrible actor.
everything that comes with this whole situation.
What hoe situation? Did he say hoe or hole?
I don't know.
I'm not sure either.
While still attempting to wrap my head around it. I can't honestly say how many times I've sat in my cell, especially during lights out, alone, where it's just you. and just been praying and asking myself, how could this happen?
We know how it happened.
Not just for the people.
Yeah, we
We've
have
seen
video.
video on it. You run over a bunch of people with a freaking red SUV, idiot. We know how it happened.
But for everybody involved, the community too. How could this happen? How?
First, he said there was 2 people in the car. Then he wasn't in the car. Now the brakes don't work. Fuck.
He's trying to come up with any kind of excuse not to get in
hardest
trouble
questions you
anymore.
can ask is those that don't have an answer.
Like you.
No matter how much thinking you do, no matter how much you try to look at it from different perspectives and listen to other outside perspectives and listen to people that you trust and that you love, still coming up with nothing.
I don't even know what he's going on about.
He doesn't know either, brother.
But to think for 1 second, one question I never had to ask
Axe or ask?
Axe.
was if this was intentional. That's something that I never asked once,
Never axe once.
because I know it wasn't.
It was a mistake. Those first 10 people I hit, they didn't jump out of the way. The rest were just collateral damage, right?
Yeah. The momentum. It was the momentum.
Momentum. That's what it was.
Momentum.
Momentum.
Yeah.
Couldn't slow down that car once it got going.
Due to the fact that there was a brake recall.
Here we go. Ladies and gentlemen out there in video land. Skipping these ads. Back to the show. Sorry about that.
And I know sometimes during this trial probably doesn't show. Maybe hard to believe. But trust me when I say no one.
Trust
outside
him
of
when
the
he says.
families that had to go through this.
Oh yeah, we trust
No
you.
one's heart is more in pieces than mine.
He's a trustworthy individual. Look at him.
Looks believable to me.
Nothing says trust like a face tat. Is he getting deep, or is he thinking of his next
So
words?
again, I go back to all these exhibits.
What's exhibit got to do? Are you trying to pimp my ride? Oh, that's not the show.
Exhibits.
Exhibits. Pimp my ride. You can get exhibit to pimp your cell.
He's gonna need somebody to do something.
Go back to everything that's been shown.
Bubba's going to look out for
everything
him.
that's
Don't
been
worry about it.
testified to. Everything you've heard.
They're going to pass him around like a
During this
frisbee
whole
when he gets to the
process,
big house. Watch,
trial.
brother. Let them crocodile tears he's going to be crying later on.
And again, I say the same thing that I said earlier. Same thing I said in opening statements.
Objection. Oh, that was another thing he said. You weren't privy. Oh, that's not
reading
it.
from any paper, any books.
Because you can't read.
Everything you've heard in opening statements, everything you're hearing now is from right here.
From that tie?
Everything.
That tie feeds him information. It's his friend.
Fucking teleporting information through there.
It is.
You have the decision.
Fry him. Put a chicken on his lap and fry him. You can.
Hey, he's lucky he's in a state where there's no death penalty.
Oh yeah, he's lucky. He's get.
I think that's probably why he's trying to not say that it's a terrorist thing, because then that makes it
I'm
a.
sure you've taking a lot
federal
of
thing.
notes during this
Oh yeah, he
process.
go to the federale
And
prison
then
then.
they can kill his ass if he's a
Oh
terrorist.
yeah, they could.
Some days are
But
longer than
it's
others.
beneficial to him to take this route anyway.
A lot of movement in
We
and out of the
weren't privy to
courtroom
the
for
information.
various
'Cause this is
reasons.
this is a straight up terrorist attack.
Yes, it was. He jumped in that car with reckless abandonment and just ran over those people. Ran through a parade.
Yeah, that's
Not
some
just
terrorist.
people walking downtown on it. It was a parade of
Yeah.
people.
What makes me also think it was a terrorist attack because he was talking about killing white people.
He did. He killed a lot of people.
He killed a lot of white
Don't
people.
for 1 second
Yeah.
let it be taken away from you.
Yeah, on his social media, he was talking
I
about killing
Can
white people.
never understand.
That's why I was saying that.
Gotcha.
Sitting on the jury and something of this magnitude. So I'm sure there's a lot of pressure. I pray that the right decision is made.
It will. It will be.
The right decision.
What do you think is like some kind of movie or some shit?
He's making the most out of his free time because he ain't going to see no free time for a long time, like 6 life sentences.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's almost like that.
He going to try writing his
Yeah,
life story at
message.
the end of this.
Well, not message, but that writing. When we're in our vehicles and you got that rearview mirror and it said things are closer than they appear. But it's also another way of saying sometimes things aren't as they appear.
What the fuck is he talking about now?
He's trying to get deep. It ain't working. What's the matter with that guy?
I can't speak for anyone else, but me, myself, I believe in Jesus Christ.
Oh, boy. He's going to Jesus on us now.
Oh, damn.
So I was raised. That's what I believe in.
He was raised that way.
You never heard of
None
thou
us are
shalt not
perfect.
kill.
I need some tissues. Getting kind of misty eye over here.
So emotional.
It's emotional. It
I
really
try
is.
every day to make sure that I acknowledge him.
Knowledge him. Yeah.
That's why every time I step in this courtroom, I have my Bible with me everywhere I go.
Because you're such a
I even
good guy.
read it on breaks, recesses.
This guy's on point. He's good.
This is not something that started at the beginning of this incident. This is something that has been instilled in me since I came out of the womb. This is how my family lives their life. This is how we was raised.
Good people. You don't know what he's going to say next. Look at him. He's blanked.
A lot of this shit, the whole shit has been like this. Just fucking making.
Okay, he's trying like he's got a tear or something. There ain't a tear on his face. Not a nose
Whatever
ain't running. Ain't
mistakes
nothing
that
happening.
I myself have made in my life. I've made peace with God.
Oh yeah, is it peace of God? Is God going to be there in the
Only
prison?
judge
with you?
can judge me. Only God
Only
can judge me.
Only God can judge me, not the judge or the jury. They can just give me 6 life sentences, Javier.
That's all. But when I die to go to
You say
heaven,
conscience is clear.
My conscience is clear.
and your tear rag is dry.
He's working hard.
Because I believe, I trust him with my life.
I ain't seen a tear yet. What's he wiping? Have you seen a tear yet?
He's combing his eyebrows, his
He
eyelash.
must. I think he's wiping his eyes with the paper towel to try to get a tear come out.
Yeah.
Nobody will never know why
Sandpaper in
it
it.
was his will for this to happen.
He talks out of the side of his mouth. You notice that?
Yeah.
Kind of weird for this to happen.
A lot of lives were changed that day, mine included.
It's all about your life.
It's all about you. He's made it all about him. The trial, everything's about him.
God's way is not our own. And no matter how much sometimes we want to question, we have to have faith.
Gotta have faith, the faith, the faith.
What is it? Fucking, just mass or something?
I don't know, man. He's getting deep on us, brother. Maybe he talks about God. People think he's not such a terrible
He turned
heathen.
into a preacher for a minute.
Yeah.
A lawyer, a preacher.
Ladies and gentlemen, remember, Satan was a fallen angel, so don't get confused by this guy's trickery. That was deep. You hear like, do I put that in there, Javi?
What's that?
I said that was kind of deep the way I put that in, that Satan was a fallen angel. Remember that?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Look inside yourself.
He's sniffing hard. Ain't a
Look
damn
inside
thing come out
yourself
his
and make
nose.
the
Look.
right
Yeah.
Oh, he's. I gotta work on mine.
He's got to clean his nose out. That's all.
Yeah, you've been doing too much blow. This is
Look
trying to
inside your
quiver.
heart. You have everything in your hands now.
This is it. This
You
is
have
the
everything in
last,
your hands now.
this is the last minute.
You got to sniff a lot.
It's the fourth quarter.
It's all on you.
It's overtime.
Everything's on you.
This is the 59th minute.
Do what's right.
Send me away for 20 million years.
Do what's right.
Do what's right. What do we think is right,
Don't let the
Javier?
smoke and mirrors take away your
Throw
power.
his ass in jail.
Yeah.
Theatrics,
Right.
For 6 years, 6
take
million
away your
years,
power.
6 life sentences.
Throw his ass under the jail.
Yeah, exactly. Don't let them get no kind of commissary. Don't let them get
Each and every one of you
visitation.
has
Don't
a
let
decision.
nobody. Let him die in there rotten like a piece of crap that he is.
do what's right.
Do what's right. Still ain't a tear on his face. Look at
Make
it.
the right decision.
Do what's right.
Do what's right. Don't do what's wrong. Do what's right. Do what's right. I think he wasn't prepared for this. He don't know what he wants to say. Like,
No,
Saying it is-
the whole time he's getting stuck like this.
yeah, he don't know what he wants to say.
And whatever he
He's an
says
idiot.
doesn't make no sense. Just
No,
fucking-
it doesn't.
Yeah.
This ain't
Hard
gonna
to think
save him.
about.
The brakes were bad. Who gives a fuck?
Nobody cared.
My younger kids getting older and at some point having to explain everything to them.
You won't be there to explain it. Your kid's mama will be there.
Kids don't stay kids forever.
Kids don't stay kids forever. Remember that,
What the
Javier.
fuck?
Nowadays, kids is frankly a lot smarter than we were when we was kids.
I believe the children are the future. He's getting deep.
He killed a kid and traumatized a bunch of kids.
I know. Pull up your pants. Is getting deep in here, brother.
He sent a bunch of kids to the hospital that day.
He sure did.
I got a letter the other day.
From the government. I opened it. They said it was suckers.
My
Now it's Public
youngest
Enemy.
daughter.
Sorry.
And she's still learning cursive right now, so she's the best writer when it comes to cursive.
You don't need to know about your daughters.
She's the best writer when it comes to cursive.
She said, Dad, and this is from the letter. She said, Dad,
She wrote it in cursive? She's great.
people saying all these mean things about you.
He's totally trying to drag this shit on.
You don't know what he
Read
wants
the
to
rest
say
of that
next.
letter yet.
You don't know what he wants to say.
The rest of that sentence said,
Still haven't seen a
that's not the dad I know.
I still haven't seen a drop of water out his face yet. Not a tear. Not a drip. Not a nothing. He's acting like he's crying, but he ain't crying at all. Nose ain't dripping. I don't know what that's supposed to be, like he's emotional.
Well, this year I've been
I'm gonna remember
going a
that
lot
next
of
time I get in an
things.
argument with a lady. I'm gonna start going like I'm crying.
And that fucking napkin is just balled up. It's not.
Yeah, it's not. It ain't wet.
I am a lot of things.
Yeah, it ain't wet. He ain't blowed his
Nerves,
nose
not
yet.
one of them.
Oh, there's a little snot on the side of the nose there a little bit. I think right there. Maybe.
Never has been, never
I don't
will.
know. Maybe it's starting to sink in. He's going away for 6 million years. Well, how long? 6 life sentences is plus whatever they give him. Oh, his nose is running. He got something going now.
Yeah, you lean forward too long. That's why.
Mm-hmm.
So before I close my statements,
Got statements. I object.
I object, Your Honor.
Objection overruled.
Can we strike this whole
open your hearts.
testimony?
I want to start over again.
Yeah, start it all over. Bring it back for the record.
Put a record. Gotta do that. You gotta keep sniffing.
Go inside yourself when making this decision.
Go inside yourself. Look deep inside your souls.
Go inside yourself when you make this decision.
Pretend you're a
You
criminal.
gotta
Like
do
me.
serious to the lip.
He's picturing all the people he just ran over.
I
That
have
he
no
ran
fear.
over.
How you do it?
Pray and do what you know is right.
You know what's right. You know what? You know what the sniff sounds like to me? You ever hear like a a
You know
smoke
it's mine.
detector when the battery's low, and every so often you hear a tink,
Yeah.
tink. That's what it reminds me of. Every so often I hear a. He needs to change a battery in his smoke detector.
Think about
He
everything.
just, he just needs to blow his nose once that shit'll go
He
away.
does.
Privileged to hear. Think about the whole entire picture.
Think about the whole picture.
Yep, we got the whole entire picture.
Dig deep into yourself and ax yourself, AX yourself, and think it.
And above everything,
Do the right thing.
A fool makes his own best client. He really does. God.
whatever you decide,
Make
They
sure
already
it's the-
decided you're going.
whatever your
away.
choice is, make sure it's the right one.
Yeah.
Thank you.
make sure you can live with it.
They're gonna live. You're not going to. They're gonna go eat Kentucky Fried Chicken, go get pizza. They're
Yep.
gonna have Christmas.
the
You're gonna sit
magnitude
behind a
of the power
jail
that you
cell. You ain't
have.
doing nothing. No Thanksgiving bird. No more
Yeah,
birthdays.
that
No
parade's
nothing.
gonna be fucking huge this year.
Yeah.
Coming up. Watch.
Yep.
I bet you it's gonna be like a national thing now.
Tissues in my
Yeah, that
hands.
parade. It's because they're gonna make a
Everything.
monument out of that
You
parade.
have everything.
God rest the families, the souls of those
Be at
people
peace
that
with
died.
what you decide.
Rough one.
Have no regrets.
No regrets.
Don't let this decision
Haunt you at
weigh on
night.
you after it's over.
What was I supposed to do?
Hopefully, we got a lot of living ahead of us,
A lot of living ahead of us.
Lord willing.
Lord willing. It's getting deep now. Pulling the Lord
Don't
into it.
look back and kick yourself in the behind.
Damn, when does he stop?
I don't know. I don't know, Javier. He's crazy.
It's been about 3 weeks with you. Took a lot of courage and a lot of guts to pause your life for this.
Make the right decision.
To put important things on hold, to basically stop your life.
Objection. Relevancy.
You should be
Relevancy.
commended for
You mean
being
how
able
you
to sit
stopped
up here
those 6 people's
with
lives
this
like
amount
that?
of pressure.
Yeah.
You son of a bitch. Hope they burn. You're gonna burn in hell one day.
I want you guys to know that's not lost on me. I'm sure
Yeah, it is. They
It's a
lost
lot.
everything on you.
and you all should be commended because it took courage to do this.
Oh, you're gonna give them a rub now. Make them feel good about
I
themselves.
don't know, but I would bet a lot of people wouldn't want to be sitting in your position right now.
Yeah, they would.
Yeah.
Put your ass away.
Yeah, they'd love to put you away. I wish I'd be
You
sitting
guys
there
have
right
the
now
guts
too.
to do it.
I'd make sure I go to that jury duty.
Yep.
Thank you for that. Thank you for taking
Guilty.
pretty much a
That's what
month
I'd say.
and setting
Guilty,
to
Your
the
Honor.
side
Thank you for putting me in jail for life.
this.
I object.
I know it's probably not proper, but you guys deserve a round of applause if you could get one.
A round of applause. He's trying. He's milking the crowd now. It's going back to his rap days.
Thank you guys sincerely, and I know, and I
Sincerely.
I trust that.
Sincerely.
With all due respect.
You've been privy to all the information now.
guys know what's right.
You know what's right, privy.
Shut the
Ladies and
fuck up
gentlemen,
already.
I don't think it's fair to just say guys, but
Did you almost just laugh and cry?
Almost. I'm not sure what he almost did, bro.
I believe in your heart you know what's right. Thank you.
Thank you, sir. Before I give the
Now they are
statement,
now they are privy to all
to
knowledge.
present rebuttal, please stand for a minute. So please stand.
Oh, he's not going to stand?
No, his nose is running. Oh, he's actually blowing his nose now.
Yeah, I was going to tell you to end it right here.
That was pretty good.
Somebody had to say.
Ladies and gentlemen out there, that's the end of this video. We appreciate you tuning in. Courtroom Annex and Joey Nuggs Show, joint venture on this one. For Joey Nuggs and Javier, we're signing off. We'll see you next
All right,
time.
see
Thank
you
you now.
guys.